Hello and welcome to this lesson on notifications in Android. In this lesson, we will cover the Android notification system, as well as take a look at what has changed with notifications with Android 5.0 Android Lollipop. The Android notification system allows users to easily receive small amounts of information and perform simple actions on applications without the application being in the foreground. The notification system has two main UI entry points. One is the notification area. The notification area resides in the top bar of the Android system. Along with displaying the current device battery state, time, Wi-Fi signals, and other device statuses, the left side of the top bar contains a notification area where notification icons are displayed for notifications that have been previously posted. We see here an example of the notification area in the top bar of an Android device. Users can examine the notifications more in depth by performing a pull-down motion on the top bar of the Android device, presenting the notification drawer. Performing the pull-down action on the top bar opens the notification drawer. Similar to the navigation drawer, the notification drawer opens to show a list of notifications, which you can see here in the example on the right side. The user can then interact with these notifications by opening them for expanded layouts or dismissing them when available. In some cases, these notifications may even contain action buttons that allow the user to perform different actions without opening the associated application. In addition, notifications can be programmed to start an intent when the user presses on that notification. At minimum, all notifications consist of a base layout, including the notifications icon, the icon symbolizing the originating app. It may also potentially indicate a notification type if the app generates more than one type of notification. A notification title and additional text, seen here as the message, and a notification timestamp. Notifications created with the notification.builder for previous platform versions look and work the same in Android 5.0 Lollipop, with only minor stylistic changes that the system handles for you. Here we see an example of a notification with a notification icon and one with a photo in place of the notification icon. As we can see, these notifications don't have room for much more than a list of components. For that reason, notifications in Android can also have an expanded mode. You can choose how much detail your app's notifications should provide. They can show the first few lines of a message or show a larger image preview. The additional information provides the user with more context, and in some cases may allow the user to read a message in its entirety. The user can pinch zoom or perform a single finger glide to toggle between compact and expanded modes. For single event notification, Android provides three expanded layout templates: text, inbox, and image, for you to use in your applications. As we see in the example here, expanding the notification can allow to display more content and other components like notification actions. Android supports optional actions that are displayed at the bottom of the notification. With actions, users can handle the most common tasks for a particular notification from within the notification UI without having to open the originating application. This speeds up interaction and, in conjunction with swipe to dismiss, helps users focus on notifications that matter to them most. Notifications in Android 5.0 are more visible, accessible, and configurable. Varying notification details may appear on the lock screen if desired by the user. Users may elect to allow none, some, or all notification content to be shown on a secure lock screen. Key notification alerts, such as incoming calls, appear in a heads-up notification, a small floating window that allows the user to respond or dismiss without leaving the current application, as we see here in this example. You can now add new metadata to notifications to collect associated contacts for ranking, for instance, categories, and priority. A new media notification template provides consistent media controls for notifications with up to 6 action buttons, including custom controls such as thumbs up. No more need for the remote views. When creating notifications for a device, you should always aggregate similar notifications into a single summary notification. For example, if your application creates notifications for received messages, you should not show more than one notification on a device when more than one message is received. Instead, you should use a single notification to provide a summary, such as the total number of messages. Like we see here in this example, when multiple messages are displayed in one notification, including information about this group of messages. To create a stack, call the setGroup method for each notification you want in that stack and specify a group key. Then call the notify on the notification manager to update the notification. Now let's jump over to Android Studio and see how to make notifications in Android code. In this example application for notifications, we have created a simple application that will allow us to manually populate some of the data for a notification and then post a notification with a button click. Let's start with the main layout for this application. In the main UI for our application, we have two edit text fields, one that will be used for the title of the notification and one that will be used for the message or the content text of the notification. We also have a checkbox that, when checked, will add an action button to the notification. And finally, we have a button that will call back to our onCreateNotification method in our main activity when pressed. Let's take a look at our main activity now and see how we build our notification from these parameters. We see that in our main activity, we have a constant of notification ID that is equal to 225. This will be used when we create our notification, and the ID is a unique identifier for notifications within our application. If a notification with the same ID has already been posted by our application and has not yet been canceled, it will be replaced by the updated information of the newly posted notification. We also have member objects for the edit text fields for the title and content text or message, and the checkbox for adding an action button. We finally have some member objects for a notification builder from the Notification Compact class of the Android Support Library and for a notification manager. In our onCreate for our main activity, we assign all the view objects to their corresponding instances in the inflated layout for our main activity. We also get an instance of the notification manager by calling the system services and requesting the service for notification service. Finally, we have a callback for when our button is pressed, the onCreateNotification method callback. In our button callback, we create a new notification builder instance so that we can dynamically build our notification for display. Notice that we set the content title and content text on the builder instance, and we do not yet have a notification object in. We then set an arbitrary action button with a null pending intent if the checkbox is checked. Finally, we add a small icon of an Android resource and then build the notification. Calling the build method on the builder instance returns a built notification with the given parameters, which we can then display by calling the notify method on the notification manager instance with the notification ID constant we have previously declared. Now let's run the application on our emulator. Once the application is running, we can enter some data in our title and message edit text fields and create a notification. And we see the desired notification is created in our notification drawer. Then we can change the text and add the option for an action button. And again create our notification. We see that the old notification has been replaced because we are using the same notification ID. In addition, we see that the action button has been added to the notification. Thank you for joining us in this lesson on notifications in Android. Join us in our next video where we'll cover the lab exercise for this section.